Hello everyone, it is Pat with Angel Divination with our daily oracle card reading and message for Sunday, the 2nd of September 2012. I hope you are all having a lovely and beautiful weekend. I am getting prepared for my week of moving. So if you don't see readings every day this week, it's because I'm in the midst of that process, switching places. So bear with me. And I promised I will tell that story of finding my new place and following the angel's messages to relocate. So I will share that with you, and I will get it together and out very soon because I know some of you were interested in it. So anyway, for today's reading, I felt guided to the Ascended Masters Oracle card deck for today. And so we'll see what their message is for us. There was a card that already popped out a couple times earlier that really wanted to be heard, but and here's a second one. All right, so the first card that came out for today is this card, Crystals, with the Fairy Queen Goddess Epona. And the message with this card has very much to do with working with crystals. And it is a confirmation for someone out there, you know who you are, that working with crystals is important for you right now. It is part of... if you've been thinking about incorporating them into something that you're doing or making it part of your work or your career, this is a confirmation of that. And I want to give a shout out to Robin at Conscious Dreamer 1, because Robin, I know, has been doing, in fact, a lot with crystals lately. She's been bringing them up, charging them up on Mount Shasta in the beautiful moon ceremonies that have been on there. So if you are looking for some nice charged up crystals, hop over to Robin at Conscious Dreamer 1 for some of that. Anyways, Epona is a fairy queen goddess. She's very connected to the elemental realm. As you see the fairies here over in that side of the card. And she's also very connected to horses, which is why you see her riding on this lovely unicorn. All things elemental. So she's a goddess that helps us to better connect with all aspects of the elemental realm. And in this card, as this card indicates, with crystals as an element. Now, we don't often think of, many of us may not think of crystals in that way, as being almost like a spirit or something that you can connect with. But they do have, yes, sort of an energy and a thing that you can connect with. And by having them around you, around your bed, wearing them on your body, they do help to amplify or provide protection for you. They can help to elevate your spiritual vibration, especially that amethyst color that you see around the outer edge of the cards. So, and I know one of the times that I was at a training with Doreen when she lived in Laguna Beach, California, she would send us out to this area of the beach where there was, crystals and, clear quartz crystal embedded in the rocks, and you could really sit and meditate there and amplify your meditations. So it's a message going out to really work with these elements and maybe explore and begin researching them. So it's a confirmation for some people out there who have been drawn to working with them, maybe as part of their healing practice or in some new way that they had not thought about before. And it may even be some of you out there who do work with horses and maybe incorporating the use of crystals with the horses as well. But if you are working with horses and perhaps could use a better connection to them or want help with maybe healing them, you could call on Epona or the Archangel Raphael, who always works with animals, healing of animals as well. So that's a bit what that card message is about today. Work with the crystal elements. Okay, and I know many of us, because of the full moon, we've been charging up our crystals outside in nature, and certainly working with them out there is very powerful as well. So the other card that came out is Paravati, with positive change, okay? And it's a wonderful card to get right here at the beginning of the month, because it certainly suggests that as we go into this month, there is a lot of positive change. And when there's a lot of change going on, sometimes when we're in the midst of it, it can be really intense, and sometimes it can be a little stressful, so it doesn't always seem, you know, we can't always see right away how it could be positive. But she's in here letting you know that the changes that you are undergoing are very positive. And that, you know, I think in hindsight you'll be able to look back maybe a couple months from now and be able to see that. So don't be too worried right now if it just seems a little bit intense or stressful. As I know for myself, in the process of moving can always be intense and stressful. Everything's kind of upside down. So I believe Paravati is associated with the mountains, but I'm going to look in here in the card, because I think there's other elements that she likes to get across in her message. And I have all sorts of phones ringing in the background that shouldn't be. All right, positive change. This is also a message to kind of stop procrastinating. If you've been putting something off, if there's a big goal that you're trying to accomplish, it's urging you to revamp your schedule so that you can devote time to it and stop procrastinating. And to really kind of say no to things that are the extraneous things that are demanding on your time. So, and she's letting you know that, a lot of things around you, may be shifting and changing. Relationships may be changing, either with people around you or, work relationships, what have you. And, as I said, the card indicates that sometimes the changes that are going on seem kind of intense. You could feel pushed beyond your comfort zone, like this is too much for me, because a lot of areas are in shift, they're in flux at the same time. And she's just reassuring you that these are positive developments. They are signs of your spiritual growth. Don't get too caught up in the stress of it. And, and that may be part of why Epona is in here with crystals, to help you clear your energies and to support you with the energies that the crystals can bring in. So take heart. The changes that are positive ones, even though it may not always seem like it in the moment. I'm also reminded of that card, Blessing in Disguise. Sometimes when changes occur very suddenly and we feel unprepared for them, it can just seem like the most horrible thing in the moment. But oftentimes it's a change that brings about a great big blessing. And so take heart and know that going forward. I feel like that's part of what her main message is for us today. We may all be going through a lot, but ultimately it's all good. It's all bringing positive change. And this includes, some of the changes that we see going on, in the world. Yes, there are a lot of earth changes going on. And, some of the things that may occur, as horrible as they seem, they, in many ways, are forcing us to make changes we may have needed to make a long time ago. It's forcing us to change the way, we live in the world and how we treat the earth and, how we live in it. And, that is a positive thing, ultimately, going forward. It means that we are, necessity is the mother of invention. And sometimes when we're in adverse or forced into adverse situations, whether it's because of our own choices or because of circumstances beyond our control, it forces us to develop new ways of thinking and being in the world. And that is something that's very positive, or can be very positive. So take heart in that. Okay? I hope you have a lovely Sunday, and I look forward to speaking with you again very soon. Take care, everyone.